I'm Jamie Hirsch with Ben Clymer. We're so happy to have a hockey stud right here with us with Sydney Baldwin. She not only has played on Hockey Day before for Minnetonka, she went on to play with the Golden Gophers and now plays professionally as well with the Whitecaps. Sydney, welcome to our Hockey Day coverage. It's great to be out here. What have you thought so far?
It's awesome to be here. We're staying warm. It's always an exciting event, and excited to be here with you guys.
Well, as I mentioned, you played on Hockey Day, Minnesota. It was a few years ago now, 11 years ago, hard to believe, back in 2012 with the Minnetonka Skippers, and you assisted on a pretty important goal. Laura Bowman with a Hockey Day hat trick all her own, and you had the assist on that third goal. What do you remember about this day?
You know, it's always so exciting to be a part of Hockey Day Minnesota. We kind of circled that day on the calendar, always looking forward to it. So it's a great environment, and unfortunately we weren't able to play outside due to high temperatures, which is usually never the case with Hockey Day, but really great to be a part of the day.
Well, as you look back on it, if you could do anything different preparing for Hockey Day, that maybe some of the next teams that are coming on the ice, what advice would you give them?
Get some good feet warmers or something, but no, just enjoy the moment and have it's always so much energy in these buildings and, getting ready to play these games, and just enjoy the moment and have a great time out there.
I mentioned that you went on to have a great collegiate career with the Golden Gophers, especially being a Minnesota girl and growing up seeing all the success that program had. What did it mean to you to then go put on the maroon and gold and play?
It was so exciting to just be able to play college hockey in my home state, and always have a lot of family and friends. Being able to come to games, and I had a great 4 years a part of that program, and it's great to just be able to play with a lot of friends and people that I've played hockey with during my youth years as well.
On the women's hockey perspective, Coach Frost has really turned into a legend. You had Wooger, then you had Don Lucia, now Coach Motzko, preparing players for the National Hockey League. What did Brad Frost teach you that really helped you move your career into the professional ranks?
I appreciated Coach Frost for so many different reasons. He always had a great perspective and mentality about the game and about, hockey being a huge part of our lives, but making sure that we still cared about, our education and cared about, our personal lives as well. And he just enforced so much hard work and passion in us, and he was just a great leader of our group.
That's so inspiring, too, because you're right. I mean, we think about it just as a game, but especially when you're in college, there's so much else going on. And I actually understand that you were roommates with our Kelly Panic, who, by the way, is here. She's calling this game. She's going to join us at the desk later. Have you had a chance to catch up with her lately?
I have not, so I'm excited to see her. It's been a while, but yes, I did play. I did play with Kelly during my career at the U, and was able to live with her for a handful of years. So
what are the stories? Give us the dirt on Kelly, because I'm sure there's some embarrassing moments that are TV appropriate.
I'm sure there are some, but I can just think of the non-TV appropriate ones right now.
That's great. Well, now you've gone on to have an amazing career professionally. And, when you and I were growing up here in Minnesota, we were hockey fans, but there was no professional women's team to even cheer for or for you to even think about playing for one day. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you to now be able to play professionally, and I'm sure the reception that you've gotten from young girls and boys out there watching you?
Yeah, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to play after college, and to make a living off of doing that is even a bigger bonus, and just to continue doing something that I love and that I'm passionate about is great. And I see the game growing in so many different ways, and it's awesome to be able to be a part of that right now.
You made note of the fact the game is growing, and I think that's without a doubt the case. The game's getting better, it's getting faster. What do you think the next step is for the women's game? Because right now the community support, the corporate support wants to help move that forward.
I think just more and more visibility, more people coming to games, more people supporting the Whitecaps and other leagues that players are playing post-college, I think is huge. And it's even awesome today seeing just so many fans that, so many people here supporting a girls' high school hockey game is so awesome. I just see that kind of continuing to snowball in coming years. And like I said, it's just awesome to be a part of that right now. It's a great time for women's and girls hockey.
And it's only growing, as you mentioned. Right now, there's some expansion in the PHF that we're very excited about. You see the Montreal Force adding that team. You said your next game's in Montreal, right?
It is, yeah. We got a big weekend there next weekend.
So how important are these things, just adding teams and adding visibility and trying to get TV rights deals and all of that to just the exposure of the game?
It's really important. Each year our league has continuing to grow with the amount of people involved in the league from, a staff perspective, a team perspective. And it's just important to kind of keep the game growing and keep our league growing. And it's been an awesome, past couple years for the league, for sure.
What's next for you personally? I know you're focused on playing right now, but, we mentioned Kelly Panic. She's super busy, still playing and also coaching. Mm-hmm. Is coaching something that you might want to get into eventually when your playing days are done?
Yeah, I think I've been coaching kind of on the side for, a handful of years and got the opportunity to coach a Division III team for the past couple of years, which was awesome. And I definitely see coaching kind of staying in my life at some point, in the next couple of years, just doing it on the side or alongside hockey as well.
Well, you guys have really turned it around after a pretty tough start to the season, so it's really exciting to see the Minnesota Whitecaps competing night in and night out. And thanks so much for all that you do to help grow the game, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Sydney Baldwin, ladies and gentlemen, homegrown and now a star in her own right.